So here's what happened. I was camping with some friends right before the pandemic. There were several couples and our kids that went out in the woods and made ourselves uncomfortable for a few days just for fun. And it was great. We were having a really nice time. And one of the things we decided to do was that every couple would make dinner one night for everybody. And so one night, my friends, who love each other very much, actually, they're a really sweet couple, they were making dinner together, and everybody else was off playing somewhere else, doing something else, and I was hanging out with them, just kind of watching and talking to them while they made dinner. You know that thing where you wrap stuff in tinfoil and you put it up against the coals and you cook your meal like that when you're camping? What do you call that? A hobo dinner. What else? Any other names for that? A foil dinner. Yeah, okay. And what else? Any others? I've heard it called a silver turtle. That's also a thing. So there are several names for it. And every once in a while I get a really random one that I think only that person's family did that. But there are several names for it. And I'm here to tell you that there are at least 2 ways to prepare it. Because this couple, who had pledged their undying love for each other in front of their family and friends and everybody, God and everybody, they had very strong feelings about the proper way to fix this meal. And they started to discuss this. And it became a quite passionate conversation. And it was in that moment that I looked up through the pine trees from the campfire and I saw a little light coming down through the trees, and it was the muse. And she dropped down right in front of me, and she reached out and touched me on the forehead, and she gave to me a song. And it was a song about stupid stuff that couples argue about. The problem was she really just gave me the chorus. She didn't really give me any verses. And Martha told you I went and did this master's degree in peace studies in Australia, so what that means is that there's no conflict in my marriage. So I just didn't have any material, you know, and what are you going to do in that situation? Well, I did what anybody would do. I got on Facebook and I said, y'all, I'm writing a song about stupid stuff that couples argue about. What do you got for me? And if Deanna were here, she would tell you that my stories can grow over time. That's true. I own it. I never want to let truth get in the way of a good story, but, right? Solidarity. But I am not exaggerating when I tell you that over 400 people commented on that Facebook post. People had so many ideas about stupid stuff that couples argue about. So I crowdsourced the song, and I think it's important to tell people that before I sing it, because I don't want you to worry about us. Deanna and I are doing okay. It's a real marriage, but we're doing all right. And I'm thrilled that I get to sing this song with Martha Bassett tonight and all this crew. All right, here we go. Seems like we're driving each other crazy. She can't relax and she says I'm lazy. Every little thing I do or say, well, she seems to think she got a better way. All frustrated and up all night, 'cause there's 2 ways to do it, but one that's right. Hands on her hips with the usual scowl, looking at the way I folded that towel. Sometimes I think I might end up dead, 'cause I didn't put the twisty thing back on the bread. Yeah, sure, I'll take the trash out in just a minute, but if you push it down a little, you could get more in it. And the way it's done is the way I do it. The way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong.
Well, we thought it might help the situation, get away together for a little vacation. We cleared the time, but we didn't get far, 'cause first we had to pack the car. We survived that part and going insane, then he drove away in the fast lane.
The way it's done is the way I do it. The way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong.
dim or bright? When you slow down for the traffic light, how dark to go when you toast the bread? How many pillows do you need in this bed?
Whose turn it is to let out the cat? Are you really gonna put ketchup on that? Which way to vote in the next election? And when we gonna stop and ask for directions? I don't wanna start a whole bunch of drama, but don't get me going on the Oxford comma. Cause the way it's done is the way I do it. The way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. Well, I love you, baby, and I hate to fight.
And I don't mean to sound like I'm always right.
There's plenty of things we can learn from each other.
And lots of stuff still left to discover.
So go on and show me how your way is better.
Nah, I'll just come back later and fix it later.
The way it's done is the way I do it. The way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it the way it's done. That's the way I do it, the way I do it. The way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong.
David LaMotte.
Thanks, y'all.